Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here. As you can see, I have paint literally everywhere. As you guys probably know, I've been painting a whole lot, so paint everywhere is kind of my life. So given that it's Friday the 13th and it's October, I could not help myself. We're going to do some Friday the 13th nails featuring Jason. Now, if you can tell me who the real MVP slasher was in the original Friday the 13th down below, you'll win acknowledgement. Because everyone thinks it was Jason, but it really kind of wasn't. So comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and get this paint off of me as well as prep my natural nails. We're going to do dip powder nails, of course. And we're going to do a little nail art later. We're going to do the Jason mask. We're going to do some blood spatter. Nope, we already did blood spatter. We're going to do blood drips. And I know I've had a lot of requests on blood drips. I've did them so many times, but they never get old. I love the blood drips. We're going to do them today, so stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and get the peel off base coat on, but I'll do it all off camera because you don't want to sit here and watch peel off base coat dry. Neither do I. No one wants to. So we're going to use a few colors. I'm going to use the Cherry Bomb from Manny Boss. She sent me this a little bit ago. You probably saw that last video I did with the purple and the glitter and the stuff. That's when she sent me that one. We're going to use the Modelones black, which I love with my whole entire heart. So we're going to do that. I'm going to bring in my whipped cream bikini from Sassy Mouth dip powder a little bit later. But we're going to start with the black. I'm just going to do 2 coats of this. I'll cap and clear and I'll activate. I like to activate as I go, only because when I'm done with the last nail, the one that I did first and I activated is already ready to file. Already ready to file, and I don't have to sit here and wait for nails to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. If you are looking for an amazing black dip powder, I love this one. Zero staining. It applies so beautifully, evenly, very pigmented, but it doesn't stain, which blows my mind a little bit. You guys will see it on the nail. There's no hiding anything from you guys. You can see it literally happening in front of your face, so you can tell there is no staining. Of course, you want to be super duper careful with your application. The better your application becomes, the less likely you are to have staining or dip on your skin, anything like that. So hone in on your dip application and everything will go a lot smoother, including filing and shaping and buffing, which I will show you a little bit towards the latter part of the video. So if you want to check that out, again, stay tuned for filing, buffing, all the nail art. This will be super duper fun. So I'm going to go ahead and cap and clear, and then I'll activate. As I mentioned, we'll move on to the Cherry Bomb, which is so freaking gorgeous. But let's chit chat a little bit before I get into the nail art. I am super excited for Halloween. Halloween movies and scary movies are so my thing. I love all of the slashers. I love all the paranormal stuff. I love literally it all. If it wasn't completely obvious by the paintings that I've done that I've shown you guys. Oh, I did another one. I did another slasher one. I'll leave it here for you to check out. It's amazing. I have it hung above my bed right now, which is terrifying because I need a different plan. So if you saw the movie The Nun, which is part of the Conjuring series, the Conjuring universe, if you will. I love the Conjuring universe is probably one of my favorite sets of horror movies ever. But if you saw The Nun, if you know, you know. The Nun is probably the only movie to keep me up at night. The first time I saw it, I was fine. The second time I saw it, I was at home and I didn't sleep for days. It was cats, come on, I'm trying to work here. It's like WWE. For no reason whatsoever. They're fighting over a cat tower. Anyway, The Nun keeps me up at night, and my kids don't help. After I freaked out the second time I saw The Nun, I was about to fall asleep, and one of the kids would slide their phone underneath my bedroom door with the music, that like ominous music from The Nun playing. I can't with these children. Have kids, they said. It'll be fun. You guys will have to let me know if you saw the movie, or if you have a scary movie that just does you in. Like, there's no sleeping after watching this movie. Or if you have a favorite scary movie, you can let me know that too, because I would love to compare notes. I have so many faves. But anyway, back to The Nun. So as you can see, or maybe you saw, that particular painting that I did has Valak from The Nun, and she scares the ever-living daylight out of me. It's above my bed right now, which is fine because I can't see it when I'm sleeping, but when I walk into my room, she's there. Although I kind of feel like she's watching over me when I sleep. Like maybe if someone breaks into my house and they come into my room, they'll see the painting on the wall and go, no, I'm not messing with that one. This is my girl logic. Does anyone else have girl math, or is it just me? Anyways, let me know all your scary movie stuff down below. Or if you don't watch scary movies, you can let me know that too. Let me know why. Are you just a scaredy cat? I don't mean that in a mean, maybe a little bit, but they're scary, they're fun, it's supposed to be entertaining. Anyway, I'm dipping into whipped cream bikini. You can use the Glow-kini version if you have that. They're both amazing. The Glow-kini is just the glow-in-the-dark version of this white dip powder. It's so dang good, as you can see, as evident by the dent, the massive dent I've put in this jar. I'm going to go ahead and do my 2 dips. I'll cap and clear. I'm going to come back for a little filing and buffing. So this is my current filing routine. It's super duper simple. I love these thin wooden files. They get right in that cuticle area and help me to really round out and perfect my cuticle line, if you will. So all I'm going to do with this is exactly that. I'm going to round out the cuticle line, take it around the sidewalls, get that cleaned up, get my free edge straightened out. Not straightened out. They're round, but cleaned up a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with a sponge buffer. I love this thing so much. It kind of smooths out any uneven texture on the nail to make your nail just appear super perfected. So I'm going to take this across the entire nail. It's a 180 grit, I believe. I'll leave everything linked down below for you guys. Once I have all of this smoothed out and even, then I'm going to take a buffing block, super fine grit. I think it's a 240 grit buffing block, cruise over the entire nail to get it as smooth as possible. And then we're going to get into nail art. I'm super excited for this one. So my bonus daughter As you guys may have heard in my last upload, I have a new addition to my house. My son's girlfriend recently moved in with us, so she's going to provide me the phone since I film with mine. And we're going to take a peek at this Jason mask. She sent me this inspo pic, and I was like, ooh, we need to do this for Friday the 13th. I wanted to do all of them, but we're highlighting Jason because it is Friday the 13th. So we're going to start off by using some white, and you can use anything you want, gel, acrylic paint, regular polish, whatever you feel comfy using. I'm using gel polish. I'm just going to make a big kind of oblong circle. I guess you would call that an oval. In the center of my nail, I'm just using a dotting tool. You can use whatever tool you're most comfortable with. Once I have the circle pretty much where I want it, I'm going to switch over to my liner brush and just kind of clean up the edge of that circle, oval, if you will, and then I'm going to cure it for a full 30 seconds before we move on to the next step. So once I have that completely cured, I'm going to go in with the black. We're going to start with the two eyes and the nose kind of in the center-ish, a little higher than the center of the circle. Two eyes and a nose that is slightly smaller than those two eyes. And I know what you're thinking. I know you're thinking, how can you do this on short nails? Look at me. Look, here I go. Doing it on short nails. I know I have a lot of nail estate because my nail beds are huge, but they are short nails, so yes, you can. I got those cured. I like to cure in between each step, just so if I mess something up along the way, I don't have to start all over again. Now I'm just going to place the dots above the eyes. I think there are 4 dots going in a line. There are supposed to be 2 dots above the first and the last. I didn't leave myself enough room, so I'm only going to do 1. And you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. Now I'm going to, what am I doing? I'm going to do 1 dot on either side of those eyes. I'm going to do the dots underneath the nose, kind of by like where the mouth ought to be. 4 more dots under the nose, and then dots underneath the first and the last. Y'all can see what I'm doing. Do I need to narrate this? Once I have these dots done, I'm going to cure, and then we're going to do the red lines before I finish up the face. So I'm going to take my liner brush and some red gel polish and do the lines. It's kind of like a V shape by above his eyeballs, and then 2 of those little stripes on either side of the nose. Then I'm going to go in and finish the dots. I wasn't sure about the dot placement. I needed to get the red on there before I could finish the dots. It's a me thing. If you do it your way, okay? Who am I to tell you how to do nail art on your nails? You do it how you see fit, but this is how in my brain it all worked out. So I'm going to do the red lines, finish the black dots. I'm going to cure, and then we're going to move on to the blood drip nails. So for the blood drips, I'm going to take my dotting tool and I'm going to make a few dots on the nail kind of towards the center. I'm going to stagger them a little bit, one a little bit higher or slash lower than the other. I'm going to make sure I have enough gel to pull these dots up because that's what it's going to, what? I don't know English anymore. I'm still caffeinating. That is what's going to give it the drip effect. So once you have the dots where you want it, simply place the dotting tool on the dot and gently drag it up towards your cuticle area. Do not touch your skin with the gel, please. Just drag it up. And I'm going to put in probably a third dot just because I felt like it. And then all you're going to do is connect those drips at the top, fill in that space, and then cure for 30 seconds, and then your drippies are done. And here is the finished set, completely top coated. I am obsessed. I love this set. Total slasher vibes, perfect for the day. I hope this was entertaining for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the nail art. I hope that your Friday the 13th is lucky and as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.